Welcome everyone to the channel. So I have an upcoming Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke, and this is going to be the tier list, not necessarily of what is good to use, but what I would like to see used. Because the good thing about Nuzlockes is it's not competitive play. You are able to construct a team and use what you would normally like, following Nuzlocke encounters, of course. You have to fall within those guidelines. But ultimately, if you want to use a Dawn fan and you capture a Dawn fan, you can use it. And it can be viable throughout the whole playthrough, depending on how you play your cards. So I'm only going to do the first Pokemon in each line. Well, the evolution, like Venusaur, will count for that whole line. I'm not going to grade Bulbasaur differently than Ivysaur, because ultimately, the end goal is the Venusaur. So, let's begin with Venusaur. Venusaur is the most optimal play, and ultimately I feel like he's the best play. But then again, fire types are they're kind of hard to come across, so Charizard would be a nice one. But it is going to be a randomizer. So for Venusaur, overall, I'd say he's the better of the grass. He's the better of the grass to have. Charizard, of course, fire flying. You can't get much of a better fire type inside the first gen. So I'm going to put him, preferably, I would like to see a Zard. I would like to have a Zard. Blastoise, first Pokemon I ever began with was a Squirtle. Very first one. So, I would love to have him. I feel like Charizard is the must, though. I can really work with any water type. I have used God knows how many water types. Water type is my favorite type of Pokemon. I feel like you can make it with any water. But I would really like him, so he's going to be there. This is S tier is going to be the necessity. It's going to be the one thing I drop any other Pokemon for. Butterfree. Butterfree's kind of a meh. I'm putting it down to C. Because early game, I feel like it would be useful. But ultimately, I'm going to ditch it. I'm going to ditch that freaking Butterfree for anything better, including also with Beedrill. I don't want a Beedrill. I'm not that excited for Beedrill. Alright, so this is where I'm going to hold on to this one. I'm going to go here. Early game Raticate, Prime. I'm going to want an early game Raticate. If I don't get a Rattata, I'm going to be super upset. For a simple factor, I would love to have early game Raticate because it is Super Fang and Hyper Fang necessities. One for catching mons, the other one for ultimately destroying the enemy team. Along with Focus Energy and then using, is it Hyper Fang? The one that does massive amounts? It's either one or the other. So this is where it's going to get a little bit heated in the comment section. If anyone else ever stumbles across the video, this is where I feel like comments going to be made. And I'm going to put this exactly where I feel it needs to be. Yep. It's pretty much where it's going to sit. Pidgeot in that first game, abysmal moveset. Terrible moveset. It is just inferior to the Fearo's attacking power. Also, Pidgeot, not that great of statistics overall. Because you had to figure this Mega form down here, not existent. It doesn't exist. And Fearo is known for scoring out those crits and that high attack stat. So, I'm going with the Fearo. Ultimately, if I get Zard, I will ditch the Fearo, though. Just because it's dual typing, it covers. Arbok. Arbok, I would like to see an Arbok. Grand, not the greatest in this gen. Its moveset is pretty terrible. But I would like to see an Arbok. I like Arbok. Alright, this little guy is going to go about right here. Raichu. Pikachu, I'm gonna have to keep a Pikachu until about level 41. I acknowledge that. Because that's whenever it will learn, is it Thunder? And if it evolves beforehand, it won't learn that. It needs to learn it. So right there is right where it's going to sit. Alright, Sand Slash. Very good encounter. Very good encounter. I on my original playthrough of a hardcore Blue Nuzlocke, it was vanilla run. I used this little guy. He made it to the Elite Four. I would be glad to get another Sand Slash. Nidoqueen. I'd be ecstatic for a Nidoqueen. I would. King. Same tier. Same tier. They're basically the same fucking mon. Clefable. Clefable. Going right here. Same with you, Wigglytuff. You going right there too. Not that thrilled for you. Ninetales. Ninetales, pretty hype encounter. But it's a stone Evo. It's going to go right in here. Golbat. Golbat in this game does not have Crobat, and that really hurts it. That does. It really hurts it. That just hurts the whole line immensely. Vileplume. It's not a bad grass. It's not a bad grass. I'm kind of on the edge of it or Victory Bell if I don't get the Venusaur. Oh no, what in the world just fell behind me? I'm not a huge fan of it. Okay. Man, that has me spooked now. Alright, Parasect. I don't want a Parasect. I don't. I'm using one of these Let's Go Pikachu run right now. Not the most hype thing. Actually, I'm going to drop down these two. I really don't want to see them. And I really don't want to see these two guys either. Actually, Wigglytuff. Okay, I'll keep Wigglytuff there. I like its looks a little bit better. And it's a good utility mon. You, I don't want to see you. Okay, Venomoth. Right there. Right there, I feel is Venomoth. Dugtrio. Good ground type. Good ground type. Persian. Right there. Right there. Golduck. I'll take a Golduck. Take a Golduck. They're pretty solid. Primeape. Put them right there. Arcanine is going to sit right there. Right there, along with the other Stone Evo. I know that's going to be a little bit of a discussion talker, but let's just face it, he's a Stone Evolution. He's the same as Ninetales. He's basically Ninetales. He's not going to be super useful. Poliwrath. Okay. I'm going to set him right there, because this is a Stone Evo. And he has dual typing, which is basically why he's going there. If he didn't have the fighting type also, he would be down in here. Alakazam. I'm going to enable Impossible Evos, And I really feel like Alakazam is a must. I will ditch something else hard for an Alakazam. Grant, it's going to be a hardcore Nuzlocke, so finding a switch in for him is going to be a little bit tricky. I'm probably going to have to play around some things, see if I can get them to like go at me with a weak flying type move or something. It's going to be a little tricky. Machamp. If I can get a Machamp, big beefy. Victory Bell. It's the grass type, dude. Grass type. I'll take a Victory Bell. Actually, I'm going to drop down Victory Bell a step. Gonna bring up that Vileplume out of the view. For a simple factor, this thing can heal. It can heal. So ultimately, I feel like that's going to be the go-to. Victory Bell down here. Tinta Cruel. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. Normally, I feel like most people would drop it about right there. Or right there. But I feel that's only because Tentacool kind of feels like the Zubat of the ocean. Right there. That's where he belongs. Golem. It's not bad. Not bad. About the same ground effectiveness as this Doug Trio here. It's rock typing. Super busted. This thing will bust right through it. I don't care. Rapidash. Okay, I'm going to stick Rapidash right here. Just because it's late evolution. You're going to have to Ponyta for a day and a half. The only good thing is that you're going to Stomp. Stomp is going to be good. Slow Bro. I do not want a Slow Bro. I'm not John Stone. I don't worship this thing. Magnemite. Or Magneton. Magneton. Kind of beefy. I'm gonna stick him there. Stick him there. Yeah, I knew y'all thought I was putting him in S tier now. He's not the S tier mon for that spot. And y'all will know exactly who's going in that S tier. Y'all probably already guessing in your heads who's going in that S tier, and you're damn right. Farfetch'd, right there. Dodrio. Dodrio's a good encounter. Right there. Dugong. Right there. Muck. I don't want a Muck. They're big, they're beefy, but other than that, I don't want it. Don't want this guy either. Gengar. Okay. So, Gengar's main creation was to counter Alakazam, but he can't do that because he's part poison, meaning that he's not going to be super effective against him. But Gengar is still a really hype encounter, and I don't feel like you can pass up a Gengar. I don't feel that you can. Onix, right there. Weaker base stat attack than an Oddish. Than a freaking Oddish. No, man. I don't want you on my team. Early game for rock effectiveness, probably there. Overall game, he's going to sit there. I'm ultimately just going to throw him in there. This ain't a Patter's run. Gerald ain't coming to save me. He's down here. Hypno. Right there. Beefier than an Alakazam, but not as good. Okay. Kingler. Kingler's one of my favorite waters. He's going there. He's going there. Let's see who else is on this list. I wish I could get rid of some of these. I wish I could throw some of these guys away. Can I? No, there's no way to get rid of them. I wish there was. Because ultimately it's going to make this list worse and harder to navigate. Electrode. Electrode doesn't really learn anything useful. He's going to go there. Executor, kind of broken in this game. He'd be okay. Marowak. Marowak, I'm going to stick right here. Either of the Hitmons, right there. Lickitung, not super useful. Wheezing, probably on the same tier as Muck. Or actually, I like Wheezing a little bit more. Personal preference. Alright. That guy's going to have to go there. Or actually, he's going to go right there. Alright. Might as well get my S tier mons out of the way. I feel like y'all knew that was coming. If you pass up Raichu, if you pass up Magneton, so who goes there? So who's going to go there? And right there. That would be my dream team of the Elite Four run. Charizard, Alakazam, Machamp, Vileplume, Electabuzz, and Lapras. Come on, that is a busted roster. That is a busted roster right there. Ice, Water, Electric, Poison Grass, Fighting, Psychic, Fire, Flying. You have 9 types. You have 9 of the types there. Almost any coverage that you can think of, you have right here. Any coverage, even Dragon type coverage. Psychic type coverage, okay, there's no Psychic type coverage. You know what you're going to do? You're going to bring in this Alakazam. It's going to use something totally useless. You're going to switch over to this Charizard. You're going to hit it with a Slash. It's probably going to crit because Charizard has high speed and Gen 1 is based off of speed. Plus Slash also has a higher crit ratio. You're going to kill it. You're going to kill it. Or, you switch over to the Electabuzz. You use help me out here. Use Thunder Wave, paralyze him. You switch over to the Machamp, and then you hit him with a Karate Chop. It's a normal type move. It's gonna do high damage. It's gonna kill that thing. Okay. Continuing onwards. Chansey. Tangela. Kangaskhan. Seadra. Seadra, I feel, goes there. No, I just dealt with a Seadra not too long ago. It's going to go there. Kangaskhan will probably go there. Gyarados. Prime encounter. Prime water type encounter. It has to go up there. Seeking. Starmie right there. Stone Evo. That's why. Mr. Mime. Don't really want to see a Mr. Mime. Scyther. I'd be excited for a Scyther. Jinx. A little bit better than Mr. Mime, but it's going right there. I don't want to see it either. It's going to get passed up. Magmar. Right there. I feel Magmar is below Charizard but better than these two. Pinsir, less impressive Scyther. Tauros. Tauros is a good encounter. Ditto. Don't want a Ditto. You waste a whole turn. I'm going to put the Evolutions basically on the same tier. And they're going to be right there. It's going to be right there. It's a meh. It's a meh. Porygon. I've had some luck with a Porygon, but I don't really want to use it. It's nothing to get super hyper about. Both of these guys, if you get them up to that level, pretty good to use. Aerodactyl, gonna put him same place. I just don't feel like he's that good. You know what? I'll put him a little bit higher. I'll put him a little bit higher because he has rock flying. Although that does open him up for a electric type weakness. He can handle some grass types at least. Probably not the best thing to send him in on, but he can handle it. The other two stay down here because of a not only electric type weakness, they have a ×4 grass weakness. I'm not gonna put them higher. Snorlax prime encounter. If you can get the Snorlax, use the Snorlax. Okay. So here's these guys. I'll put them there, but really probably should ban them. Probably should ban them. They're legendary. Dragonite, just too late to use him. It's too late game. Mewtwo, if you can get him, granted low capture rate. Mew, probably about right. Best utility mon, you gotta put him there. So guys, I will be posting the Blue Nuzlocke, and we will see of how it goes. So it will be going up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I will catch you guys later.